Hey guys, good morning and welcome to another episode of Motorcyclist MC Commute. You guys know the deal. We're going to be riding on Honda's new 2021 ADV150 scooter. So let's throw the helmet on and go for a ride.
All right guys, here it is, Honda's 2021 ADV150 scooter. This is an all new scooter from American Honda. Look at its rugged styling. Honda said they want to make a scooter that would appease the younger generation of riders, something that's edgy, something that's aggressive. This design was actually penned by Honda's Thailand subsidiary. The Thailand Honda subsidiary won an internal design contest. This was the winning design. Honda fast forwarded it through production, and here we go. Honda's 2021 ADV150 scooter. This is a worldwide model, so this is available for sale all across the world. I love the styling on this thing. I've never seen such a rugged looking scooter. I like the styling. I like the LED headlights. I like that 2-position adjustable windscreen, which will show you how to work. And I love being able to ride this thing one-handed, no gears to shift, no clutch to use, a ton of storage under that seat so you can carry goods and use this thing as a tool for hustling around town and in the city. But enough talking about this thing. Let's swing a leg up and over and see what it's like to ride. Well guys, here we are on Honda's 2021 ADV150 scooter. This scooter has a smart key, so no mechanical key. You use a key fob to get the thing started. Right away, sitting on this scooter, well, it's a scooter. So as opposed to a conventional motorcycle seat, you sit in this upright shaped saddle and put your feet in the middle of the vehicle. So you stand up and over it and sit in this little spot here. This ADV150 comes equipped with a handlebar, kind of like a motorcycle. You can adjust the position roll-wise forward and aft. This scooter has a belt automatic drive. So all you do is you twist the throttle and you go. There's a front brake here on the right, a left brake which actuates the rear drum brake, and then the twist tube throttle, and that's your controls. If you've never ridden a two-wheeled motorcycle, a scooter is a great way to get into things. They're light. This thing weighs just south of 300 pounds. They're light, they're extremely agile, and they're easy to park. And that's why scooters are so awesome. They're also extremely affordable. This thing only costs $4,400. You're in my way, dude. Guy's always in my way, man. $4,400 is the price of this vehicle, and the efficiency you get out of one of these machines is just phenomenal. We've recorded 77.5 miles per gallon. 77.5 miles per gallon. 2.1 gallon fuel tank is what the engine drinks from. That means you're going to be able to go 160 miles on a tank of fuel on this ADV150. Now, instead of a normal MC Commute, we're actually on an official American Honda press introduction of this 2021 Honda ADV scooter. So the various folks we're riding with are our fellow industry colleagues that work at other media outlets. This ADV150 scooter is powered by Honda's 149cc overhead cam single 2-valve cylinder head. It's the same powertrain that powers the PCX 150 scooter. PCX 150 scooter is an awesome scooter for running around town. Headlights super bright, lots of storage, but the styling of it is kind of old manish. In fact, Honda says that's why they really wanted to push this ADV 150 to market, is they want younger folks to catch the scooter riding bug. And they say the PCX 150 is just styled too conservatively to be that machine. Hence, they have the ADV 150. This thing has nearly 5 inches of suspension travel. It delivers a really nice ride for a narrow wheelbase scooter. Handling is very quick, as you'd expect from a scooter. This ADV 150 is shod with IRC, chunky IRC tires, so you can totally ride this thing off-road. We rode on some gravel earlier in the day and it did good. Of course, with its small engine power output, you know, you really can't get in much trouble on this thing just because it doesn't have the power to spin the tire and really, you know, take off. But that's a good thing. This 150cc scooter is not legal for freeway use here in the state of California where we're riding this machine. You cannot legally operate this vehicle on a California freeway. You also need a California M1 license endorsement to ride this thing, because the engine displacement is over 50cc and M2 isn't sufficient. And of course, because the engine displacement is under 150cc, you cannot operate it on the freeway. Top speed of this ADV scooter is around 70 miles per hour, Honda says. We've been on a lead-follow style ride today, so we're not allowed to pass the gentleman who's leading us. And the speeds on these lead-follow type rides are always more conservative, just for the safety of everyone in the group. You have to remember, everyone in these riding groups is of diverse skill sets. Some people are really good and some people aren't as good, so it's always a conservative pace. But Honda says this vehicle is capable of 70 miles per hour. Cruising here at 55 mph, 54, and this thing's not going to blow your socks out with its acceleration, yet at the same time it's totally functional for around town. It goes up hills, it goes down hills, and if you're someone who's new to riding and you just want a mellow and friendly motorcycle, two-wheeled scooter vehicle to operate, I think this ADV 150 scooter would be excellent. You know, as a kid, I grew up riding scooters. We'd go to Mexico and Caribbean nations and ride scooters, and it was a great gateway into the fun-filled world of motorcycling. I like this dash display. There's a lot going on here, though. Got speedometer, trip functions, fuel gauge, keeping tabs on the 2.1 gallon tank, MPG information, a clock, air temperature, a lot of stuff going on, which is really nice, but it's kind of hard to see, especially when you're riding. But it's a small knock. I mean, this thing's only $4,400. That's less expensive than most mountain bikes. And you get a two-wheeled vehicle with an engine that goes 70 miles per hour. Heck, you can even ride this thing off-road in places where a mountain bike would be ridden, as long as it's legal, of course. Now, another cool feature about this ADV 150 is this storage pocket. There's a weather-sealed storage pocket here. That's where I have the electronic key fob. When the key fob is in proximity to the vehicle, it can be started. You can also disable the key fob manually if you don't want the vehicle to be started. And beneath me, there's an 8-gallon storage compartment capable of swallowing 8 gallons of gear. That's enough for a 24-pack of beer if you take it out of the case correctly. It's a lot of storage room. And that's what makes these scooters so handy. They're easy on fuel, easy on the pocketbook, easy on the skill set. You don't have to be an ace motorcycle rider to operate these things, and you can throw stuff in them. You can use them as tools to carry gear around without having to swing it on your back. Riding through these twisties, again, exceptionally agile. Now, it may not look like it, but these hills are very steep. I know they're steep because I ride these hills on my mountain bike. And let me tell you, it takes a lot of muscle to get up these hills. And this 150cc engine tackled them no problem. Again, this isn't a machine that's going to blow your socks away with its outright acceleration. But for getting the job done and around the town, functionality, this thing's great. The front disc brake has ABS. So if you use the front brake too aggressively, the ABS programming mitigates it from any potential tire skids. Great safety feature. Meanwhile, the rear mechanical drum brake does not have ABS, so you can lock it up like that, which is always kind of fun. The rear brake doesn't have a lot of power, so you're really gonna have to squeeze it to get it to do that, but that's fair. Considering how strong the front brake is, we don't really need any extra power out of that drum. A little lever here actuates a little lever on the rear brake actuates the parking brake function. So let's say you're parked on an incline or decline, you actuate this parking brake and the scooter won't roll forward or backward. Another great way to mitigate that is just by using the center stand, which is also a standard feature. There's also a kickstand. If you just want to lay the bike on its side, do it fast style, use the kickstand. If you want to have it upright and stationed where it won't move, use the center stand. Inside this pocket, there's also a 12-volt charging port. So you can plug in a USB compatible adapter so you can charge your USB devices or your cigarette lighter style accessories that you have. This windscreen goes up and down, two-way position adjustable, manual position adjustable. You have to use these two spacers here and lift them up. We can't do it while we're riding, but we'll do it when we come to a stop. And that moves the windscreen up a few inches. Does a pretty decent job of blocking, of shielding the rider from the elements. And that's why these scooters are so cool again. Not only are they efficient and easy to ride and affordable, but they're actually really comfortable. This fairing does a great job of just shielding you from the road, keeping you a nice cocoon of comfort. Mirrors are generous in size, good view of what's going on behind you. A hint of vibration through the controls, but it's not off-putting at all. In fact, what I'm really impressed about is how smooth the belt drive system is in this ADV150. I remember it's been a while since I've ridden a Honda scooter, a couple years at least, and even before that, there used to be a little bit of this not totally seamless feel with the belt. When you accelerate, you could feel almost like the weights of the drivetrain spooling up. None of that with this. It's very, very natural feeling. So good job, Honda. Now this ADV150 has a set of passenger foot pegs, so you can bring a passenger along for the ride. Of course, when you have an extra 110-pound person on with you, it's going to compromise the acceleration of this scooter. probably still going to be able to reach 70-mile-per-hour top speed. It's going to take you a little bit longer. Still, for jetting around town, it's nice to be able to bring a friend along with you. Bring some snacks, some drinks, go have a picnic, have some fun. The fuel door is actually located right beneath me here, right by my feet, in between my feet, and there's a panel right here, a seat and fuel door panel that you actuate to get the seat to open or the fuel door to open. You have to have this ignition switch in the right position for that to actuate. Let's say you lose your key fob or the battery dies or something happens. Honda also supplies a little plastic tool which you can use to access the latch, the mechanical latch mechanism, which is right here. Now, while we appreciate Honda doing that, why wouldn't you just use a mechanical key and call it good? A mechanical key to start it, and a mechanical key to open the seat fuel door. Then you never have to worry about the battery running out of power or losing it or breaking it. I'm sure Honda wanted to do the keyless fashion route because that's what younger folks want these days, because they just don't know any better. I said it. LED lighting, front and back, full LED lighting. Even the turn signals are LEDs. A lot of people are probably wondering, well, you know, why are some motorcycles have LED turn signals and some don't, yet their headlights are LED? Here in the United States of America, the federal standard for getting these machines DOT legal, you wouldn't believe the work it takes to get these lights approved for use in America. And sometimes it's just cost prohibitive to fit LED turn signals just because of the testing regimen that they have to do to pass the DOT tests. Being that this motorcycle is all new and it's a world model, it was easier for Honda to get the LED turn signals past US DOT requirements. Cruising at 50 miles per hour, there is not really a lot of engine vibration through the handlebar. You feel a little bit through the floorboards, but it isn't excessive. This machine doesn't have cruise control, no heated grips, and I like cruise control and heated grips on everything. But again, for its $4,400 asking price, we'll let it slide. Alright guys, that covers the 2021 Honda ADV scooter. We're going to get to our destination here in Orange, California, do a quick wrap up, answer some questions, and we'll see you guys then. Alright guys, let's talk a little bit about the ergonomics. Now in America, alright guys, let's talk a little bit about the ergonomics. Now in Honda's scooter lineup, this is currently the biggest displacement scooter that Honda offers currently for the 2021 model year. Yet with its 150cc engine displacement, it's still positioned as more of a smaller vehicle. I'm 6 foot tall and the seat is fairly comfortable, but it's small. I don't have a big rear end, yet I feel like my rear end is a little bit big on this ADV150. Legroom is decent, but it could be bigger. I think, you know, if you're a 6'1", 6'2" person, you're gonna be able to ride this thing comfortably, but anything beyond that, you're gonna start running out of room in the seat department and perhaps even in the amount of space you have here from the handlebar to your body. So you can definitely feel that this ADV150 is designed for smaller humans. Hence, it was designed in Thailand for smaller humans, most probably. Well, guys, there it is. Honda's 2021 ADV150 scooter. A fun little ruggedly styled scooter. Oh, let's show you how that windscreen works. You go over here, you push this like this, the windscreen goes up. Voila. Super easy, super nice. Fun little scooter for jetting around town. Let's do some Q&A real quick. All right, guys, let's do some Q&A on this thing real quick here. Right to the top. Why would anyone prefer such a massive scooter to a motorcycle? It's actually not that massive. It weighs just south of 300 pounds. It's very narrow, very slim. Easy to fit in your garage, easy to fit in a parking spot. This isn't something you buy to go long distances. This is for jetting around town. Something simple, affordable, small, convenient. That's why you'd buy such a thing. Is that 150cc enough for adventure? It doesn't take a lot of displacement to get off-road and get kicking up dust. You can definitely go some places, see some things off-road on this thing. I would take this vehicle in some precarious situations. There's nothing like riding an inappropriate bike in inappropriate places. It's always fun. Please do an acceleration test. We don't have time. We're on a press intro event. We're on American Honda's schedule, not ours. We can't do that, but thank you. That's a great question. I'd like to see the actual top speed and a serious walk around video. I would like to see that too, but we weren't able to do that. Honda says this vehicle is good for around 70 miles per hour, but can it wheelie? No, it can't wheelie, but it can back it in. The drum brake doesn't have a lot of power, so you're really gonna have to squeeze that rear brake lever on the left-hand side handlebar to get her to back in, but it's still pretty good. It's still fun. All right, guys, that's enough from the 2021 Honda ADV150 MC Commute press introduction. Thanks for watching. Oh, real quick, guys, we'll show you how to use the seat. You put it here in the seat mode, hit the button here, voila, seat's open. I have my OGO fanny pack here, which I like. Enough room to put a 24-pack of beer if you break it down correctly. Of course, you don't want to drink beers and ride. You want to have the beers after you put the motorcycle away for the day or afternoon or evening. All right, guys, a quick review of the 2021 Honda ADV150 scooter. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to read the article on motorcyclistonline.com. That's where all of my written content goes. Thanks for watching, guys.